there are people who believe that a nanny should be having very large uniforms. They should not make their hair like me as the employer. They should not have a nice dress like me as an employer. If you get a rogue nanny, she'll do all manner of things.
True.
We have had nannies who take little bit of sugar, little bit of soap. This is somebody who is not trustworthy. If a nanny is telling you that they have been employed for 2 years before they come to you,
yes,
first of all, they need to have a recommendation letter.
That's number one. Recommendation letter.
They need to have
their previous employer.
Their previous employer. Most of them, you find that they start telling stories. That is a sign. So if you are telling me 90% of what I should not do, not do, before even I come to your house, it means when I come to your house, it will be Bosnia. I once was a teacher in class. I dropped teaching to concentrate on nannying. And I remember one day my husband gave me a very bad beat.
Really?
Yeah, when these people are there.
In front of them?
Yeah, in front of them.
He beat you up?
A lot. Whether I have issues with you as the employer, it's not about the baby.
Me and you, not the baby.
It's not about the baby. And this is the problem that we're having with the nannies. If you have issues with the employer, you take it to the baby. If you have a chicken, and the chicken is the baby,
yes,
you don't look for a tin to cook the chicken. You look for a nice sufuria.
Yeah.
A pressure cooker that will cook it until it becomes soft.
Yes.
And this is what we should treat our nannies. You are telling us how you love your children. You are telling us how you value your children. But the value that you are given to the nanny is like a tin.
Wow, that's a nice one.
So those people who know that their chickens should be treated in a good way, the chicken should be put spices. The spices are the things that you do to your nanny. I've told you I've had employers who are paying school fees for my children. The spicing of this chicken, which is your nanny, the pan, the sufuria that you want to cook, it should be the best. Just the same way that you are saying that your children are the best.
Yes.
Treat your nanny in the best way.
Because you are entrusting them with the most valuable thing in your life.
You are entrusting them with your children, first of all, which you love. I don't think there's anybody who doesn't love their children.
Very rare.
This nanny, why should you mistreat them? And they're the ones you are living with your children, with your valuables, with your house, with your car, with your everything. Then they should be the best sufuria that you need to have.
So what do you think is the problem? Because we've had a case of employer who say, oh my God, I cannot keep a nanny for more than a week. Others, oh my God, every year I have a different nanny. Every month I have a... What would you think is a problem? What's wrong with that employer that you've done this for years now as a nanny?
Yes.
So what do you think is wrong with that kind of employer, or is it the nanny? What's...
I would say is cultural beliefs. Okay, there's some people who believe a nanny should be treated this way. Why do I give a lot of privileges to a nanny? Why do I give them permission to go to church? Why do I allow them to wear a nice dress? They should be wearing uniform. They should be wearing uniform. They should be wearing this. I'm calling them scarecrow. Your nanny is like a scarecrow in your house. Everybody should, when everybody come to your house,
they should know that
they have to spot her.
Wow.
And this scarecrow that you're keeping in your house, that's why you see some employers when they are leaving the baby, the child start crying. Even if you are the one, would you like to be left with an unkempt person?
That is so true.
So there are people who believe that a nanny should be having very large uniforms. They should not make their hair like me as the employer. They should not have a nice dress like me as an employer. And what you are forgetting is that this nanny is a woman.
So Rusi,
yes.
I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, we've heard of horror story that have made most employers of nannies be very insecure And that's why they feel like they want their nanny to look like a scare. As you're calling them scare. Because there's some nannies who, again, come with the agenda of replacing, literally, the woman of the house. Like, after they've been there for a while, then they come with the name of a nanny, but they are looking for a husband. And we've heard of those stories. It's not me who is saying it. We've heard of those stories where a wife was replaced by their nanny, or where the nanny became the second wife. This is Africa. In Kenya, people do marry second wife. You find the nanny became the second wife. You've heard of the story where the woman of the house traveled for business, and when she came back, she found her husband with the nanny in bed. Things like that we've had. And that's where the insecurity come in, and some women now feel like, to protect my own, I'll make sure this person will never look like me. We're never gonna look anything. You know, what would you say about that?
That is a very good question.
Yeah.
And this is the fear most people are living with.
Yes.
This person has come here to take my husband. The goat wife, I call them.
The goat wife.
The goat wife.
Yes.
They are very lazy.
Aha, well, I'm a goat wife, I'm not lazy. Yeah, why are you gonna go there now? Why are you gonna call us lazy?
Let me just say it. Because this is the way it is. Okay. So this goat wife, they became very lazy. They cannot spread their bed.
Got you.
They don't know where the socks. This nanny is the one who is
doing everything. Folding their husband underwear.
They have cleaned the clothes. They have folded them and placed them nicely. Your work is just to come, eat, and sleep. So when Baba Nani asks for something, it's Lucy, where did you keep the socks? Lucy, where's this? So the man is watching. And the nanny will be very quick when the man says, my shoes. She is giving.
But isn't that her job?
It is her job.
Somebody would argue that's her job.
It is her job.
Yeah.
But you should also prevent your husband.
How do they do that?
Now you see this woman, there's nothing she will do for this man. So you just sit down and be lazy. Let's say be lazy.
Let me, for their sake, let me argue to this. They're arguing, I am letting my money work for me. So therefore, when I come home after I've worked so hard the whole day, Baba Nani have worked so hard the whole day. When we come home, we just want to be lazy and have Lucy take care of us.
When you are busy working, Lucy was also doing some work. So there should be a limit. That is what I'm talking about.
I get you. That's why I want you to talk to them. That's why I'm asking these questions.
There should be a limit. Because, and this is what we are saying, we want this culture to move.
To end.
Because when you have a nanny, you say that you will never do anything, which is wrong. This person has just come to help you. And when you go to help somebody, they don't sit down. They're also doing something as you are helping them.
True.
And that is what the problem is coming in. You're just seated, you don't want to do anything. You want Lucy to do everything during the day. When the baby is crying in the night, you want Lucy to wake up and take care of the baby. When the baby is doing anything, Lucy doesn't have time to wake up, neither does she have time to sleep.
Working 24 hours.
It's like you're working 24 hours.
It's like a slave.
It's like a slave. Now, if you are lazy seated there, and Lucy is the one who is moving around and doing good things, not to incite anybody, but she's doing her work well. If it is cooking, she's cooking and serving this man well. This is where people say that she's taking my husband. And I've always been asking, why are you a suspect that when a nanny comes to your house, the only thing they cannot take a laptop, they will always take a husband? Why? Why only a husband?
No, others have complained. We were even going to go there. Others also complained they become thieves, right? You realize in the end you've lost, some sentimental things to nannies, especially most people are afraid of nanny who come and go home in the evening, which you said it was ideal for you because you were able to be with your children.
Yeah.
But most people are afraid of it because I've also heard of horror story where you literally, what you bought for your home, it was divided in two. The nanny in the evening would go home with mafuta ya kupika, they've gone home with, you know, cooking oil and stuff,
Sure.
and eventually you realize half of your wardrobe is missed. I've heard those horror. Not everybody is like that, but we've heard of those stories.
You are right.
Yeah.
But this is where we are saying, these nannies, we are calling them rogue nannies.
Ah.
Okay? I'm calling them rogue nannies.
Yes.
We said that when you are working as a nanny, you need to do your work diligently.
When you're choosing the nanny to...
When you're choosing,
Yes.
we have rogue people everywhere.
Yes.
Even in other businesses.
True.
Even in other industries.
True.
So, if you get a rogue nanny,
Yeah.
she'll do all manner of things.
True.
We have had nannies who take little bit of sugar, little bit of soap. This is somebody who is not trustworthy.
Exactly.
They are not. They are doing knowing that. Supposing I'm found what I'm doing, I just be chased away. But we want to talk about these people who are doing their work diligently.
But Lucy, here I am Paris, looking for a nanny. You come looking for that job. You're not latent, here I am good. And people can speak good game, right? There's some people who are very charming with their words, yes? But the moment you employ them, after a while you realize, wow, their words and their action or their character is not matching. Same with the employer.
Sure.
I could be doing an interview and you look at me and you say, wow, I think this is a good employer for me. I feel like we are vibing. I feel like this is a good match. But only to come to my house and realize the person I was during the interview, I'm very different person in the house. How are we supposed to know this? What are the telltale sign or red flags that me as an employer, I can know this is not the right match for me as a nanny, not the right person for my children, neither for my home. I cannot trust this with my husband. I cannot trust this with my home. Cannot trust this with my things.
Sure.
Cannot trust this with my children, the most important thing. Or you as a nanny, what are the telltale sign, red flag that you can look at me and say, I know I want money, but I'm going to let this pass.
Okay.
Those are the things I would want to hear from you.
Thank you. You realize that there are signs, even when you meet somebody, even before you employ them,
Yes.
there are signs that can tell you this is a good person. For example,
Yeah.
if a nanny is telling you that they have been employed for 2 years before they come to you,
Yes.
first of all, they need to have a recommendation letter.
That's number one. Recommendation letter.
They need
from
to have
their
a-
previous employer.
Their previous employer. Most of them, you find that they start telling stories. That is a sign. Because if you tell me I was working, anybody else, not even a nanny, we get recommendation letters. Some of them, they don't have even, what is this one for police called? Good conduct. Because as
Every
a
nanny should have a good
every
conduct.
nanny should have a good conduct.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
They should have a good conduct.
Yeah.
It is a recommendation for people who are being employed, even in other industries.
True.
So somebody who is not having a recommendation letter from their employer and they are claiming, in quotes, that they were employed for 2 years, but they
Question.
cannot give you. You must ask yourself, they are lying.
Wow.
You cannot work for somebody for 2 years and they cannot just give you a recommendation.
If you are a good person.
If you are a good person.
True.
So that is one sign that you can check. If somebody is coming to take care of children and they don't know even a song, maybe you tell them, okay, you said that you are taking care of children, please sing for me a song that you sing for children. Because a nanny should know songs.
Lullaby song.
Lullaby songs. They should know other songs. They should know
Nursery rhyme song.
many stories
Yeah.
to tell to children.
Yeah.
Now, somebody who doesn't know even Twinkle Twinkle song,
Twinkle,
how to twinkle?
little star.
How do you trust them? How do you trust them with your children? Somebody a song.
It's like not knowing your country national anthem
Isn't
and
it?
you're saying you're Kenyan.
And you're saying even
yeah.
even national anthem is big. It's
No, because we all should know, right?
We all should
So it's the same. So if you are nanny, you should. There are some little things that.
there are some little things employers should just check, just the little ones. I've said that there are some people who come and tell you, I was working for somebody for 2 good years. And then you ask them, what was the name of the child that they were taking care of?
God.
They are like,
Forget For real?
For real? How can you stay with a child for 2 years and you don't know their name? And maybe you ask them their gender, and they're like, I can't remember. What do you mean? These are some of the signs.
So you know they're lying.
You know they are lying. But somebody who has worked even for 10 years for a child, they remember their names.
True.
Okay. Or maybe if you tell them what was the name of your employer, which is also good that you are agitating for. When you employ a nanny, let them know your name. Some people employ nannies, they don't know their names, they know madam, and they know sir.
Yeah.
I'm talking and saying that one of the things that a nanny should know when they come to your house is your name, your real name, your full name.
Yeah.
But people see it as, these are some of the problems you're saying. If it is Lucy, I cannot work for you before I know your name.
Because if there was a problem, how would you then? Who would you report? You cannot report madam and sir.
You cannot report madam and sir.
True.
So you find there are some people who even don't know the names of those people who had employed them.
That is so true.
You find that maybe the girl has come, the nanny has come, you're taking interview for them, and you're holding the baby that they are coming to take care of. They cannot even start playing with the baby. They are not asking you the name of the baby. They don't want to know even the gender of the baby that she is coming to take care of. So little efforts that the nanny is making to you, some few minutes when you are seated down with you can know a good nanny.
Got you. Wow, yes. Those are very good tips.
Yeah.
And the nanny now, how do they know? How do you know I'm a good employer? You know? How can you, what are the red flags that you, Lucy, now, I want to take you to my home to take care of my little one. How would you then know, maybe during interview, this is a good fit or not a good fit?
That's very easy.
How?
Because if I'm coming to work for you and you have met me, you can't ask me my name. Because we find there are some employers who stay with people in the house.
How would I be? I'll be calling you what?
Where? You. Yeah. You are coming to interview me. You don't want to know my name. You don't want to know my status, whether I'm married or not.
Does that happen?
It does. 90% of what you have told me about your house is what I should not do. So I'm wondering, 10% is the only one I'm coming to do. So you are telling me in my house, when you come in my house, and I've not even come to your house.
Yes.
Are you getting what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I've not come to your house.
Yes.
It's just an interview that I'm doing with you.
Yes. But there's already 90% of what I cannot do.
90% is what I will not be doing. I don't want you near my husband. I don't want you to eat my food for the children. I don't want, everything is I don't want.
Wow.
So I'll just say, this is a red flag.
Yeah, this is not a good fit.
Yeah. So if you are telling me 90% of what I should not do, before even I come to your house, it means when I come to your house, it will be Bosnia.
I like that. So what advice would you give we employer who are employing nannies? What advice would you give them? How should they be treating the nannies from interview all the way to their home and even after, so that they don't have to keep on changing nannies for their home? For example, if you have a little one, it would be nice to have the same nanny until they go to school. If you don't need a nanny anymore, but at least they've had one nanny all the way to the age of going to school. Or up to whenever you say, now my children are grown, maybe they don't need a nanny. Now we need housekeeping, not nanny. What advice would you give?
We are encouraging and telling our employers, be very kind to our nannies. It's not everything that you see you should speak. There are some things you can see your nannies doing, but for the sake of your child, you just keep quiet. Because they are people, they have weaknesses. If it is something that you can talk about, just tell her, this is not moving in the right way. The journey of nurturing children is a very tedious one. You need somebody who will nurture your children, who will come and give an impact to your children.
True.
So this person, you should not also give them stress. You should be tolerant with them. The nannies should also be tolerant with employers, because we find that there are some employers, they are so arrogant. If I should use that word, I'm sorry if it's not a good word.
No.
They are very arrogant employers.
It's true. It's true.
and they tell you, and maybe you have come from a background that is a bit low.
Yes.
And they're telling you, you are not supposed to sit on my couch, and everything they say is my. It's not my wish to come to your house to work as a nanny.
But it's a job.
It's a job that I've come to work. So it's good to love them. The Bible says that where there is love, God commands blessings.
Amen.
So when you love your nanny, tolerate them. What they don't know, teach them in a very polite and good manner. Because I don't think there's anybody who would want to have a nanny each and every day.
No.
In the process of your nanny coming to your house and taking care of your children, there need to be time. Tolerate one another. Listen to your nannies. There are some people who don't even listen to their nannies. They're like, what can she tell me?
But she's the person you are entrusting with your children.
And this one I'm telling you for free. Many characters of your child are known by the nanny.
True. They're the one who receive them first thing when they come from school or when they wake up in the morning. They're the first people maybe that see the child.
Sure. They're the ones who take them for play groups. I will know your child is generous when we go outside with the other children.
True.
I will know your child is rude when we go out with their children.
Very true.
I will know very many characters of your child.
Very true.
It is very good, and I'm asking our nannies and our employers, listen to one another. I can come and tell you, your child doesn't know how to share. Because I have watched, I've stayed with the child. Maybe you come in the evening and sleep. I have stayed with your child. I know many characters of your child. So if you don't listen to me, when I come to you and tell you, Mother so and so, your child is using this bad word, please let's talk to this child. Again, taking care of children is teamwork.
True.
You need to be in the same team. Because if you are in the opposite team,
then
things will not run in the right way. So taking care of a child, we are saying that it is teamwork.
True.
You need a nanny, you need the baby, and the parents.
True.
There are some parents you cannot, it's a no-go zone. You cannot tell them about their child. They're like, this is my child. What are you telling me? But I'm seeing this child is using things which are not good.
That's so true.
So it is good to have a strong team. So your family.
Yes.
Do you have a strong team? That is why you see people with strong teams, their nannies can stay for years.
Very true.
But people with weak teams,
they're not.
Somebody will be defeated.
Yeah.
There's somebody who will be defeated.
Yeah.
Either the nanny will be defeated and go.
Yes.
Either the child will be defeated because they will grow up in the wrong way.
Very true.
But if you have a very nice and strong team, your house will be.
Everybody wins.
Everybody wins. And that is why you wonder some people win so hard and some people lose.
In a bigger way.
In a bigger way. All because of the way they have. But I encourage employers, don't just see them as useless things. See them as people who have come to impact and give impact to your family.
People who are adding value in your life and in your children's life and your family life, everything. Yes. Literally, that person becomes family. That person becomes family. And as I said earlier, some of these little children, they don't know if they think you are for the family because they are seeing you every day. So, big part of the family. If you are making noise or telling bad words to your nanny, this child is listening. True. It doesn't matter if they are talking or not. They are seeing you doing funny things, and you are the first person that they are seeing is the nanny. Wow. So if you disrespect the nanny, they also by default they start disrespecting. If you disrespect the nanny, they will start disrespecting people. If you respect, they respect. If you respect, they do respect. If you disrespect, they will grow knowing that people are never respected. Wow. At the time they'll know that you are not, because as they grow, they start realizing this is Lucy. She's not for our family. Yes. Okay. So that's how we speak to strangers. That is wow. That's how we speak to people who don't belong to family. That's how we do it. Wow. So if the employer show love, kindness to the nanny, you are also by default teaching your children how to love how to be kind, how to be giving through your action towards the nanny. If you're doing the opposite, your children, you're also destroying them, because now you're teaching them how to be unkind, how to be ruthless, wow, that is the key right there.
You are right. That is how most people are losing.
Wow.
And they are wondering, how come so and so is having a good team? They had a nanny, mine came and went. Start not even anything. You find that there are some people who cannot even say good morning to their nanny.
Oh my God.
So the child knows, and they are saying good morning to the baby, and, they're hugging them and kissing them. What do you think the child is seeing? Oh, there are lesser people in the community that should be treated in this way.
There's people we respect, there's people we give love, and people we, and
there are some people we can tell them any word that we want. If this person tells me to stop doing things, I cannot stop, because they are the maids, as they call them.
Oh my God.
And the child knows that a maid cannot tell me this, but my mother can tell me this. These are the children you see, they can jump on the couches, they can drop everything down, they can do anything that they want, because just in the name that the person who is telling them is a nanny.
Wow. So it is us employers to teach our children how to respect our nanny. Not only our nanny, anybody we employ.
Anybody that you employ, the respect that you give them matters a lot, even to your children.
And I think you get the same back, because if you're respecting somebody and you're treating them well, I think even this point of them even thinking to cross line now to they want your husband maybe might be hard.
Sure.
But if you're mistreating them, then it's easy. They're like, okay.
Sure.
Then
for example,
what do I have to lose?
If I am working for you, for example, and I'm a lady, I'm somebody's husband. I have left my husband.
Somebody's wife,
I'm somebody's wife. Sorry. I have left my husband, and most of them do, to come and give comfort to your family. But you cannot give them even a day.
To go be with you?
To go be with Now, this is where the husband is being taken. Because
you're not even giving me a day off to go have my meeting, my need met.
I'm a woman like you.
I have needs.
You want everything for yourself. You want to be the one who is being cuddled by your husband. You want to be the one to be loved by your husband. But me, I leave my husband.
And you don't give me time to
I become holiday for you. If you do that, this can be a very big trigger for your nannies to go. Because I left my children.
True.
I left my husband. And sometimes they don't do it intentionally.
They get you.
Now, I have come to your house. You are telling me you will be leaving this house at 10 after you give us breakfast, and by 5 you should be here. What do you mean? Have you given me time to be with my husband? I don't stay next door to your house. Maybe I need an hour or 2 hours to go to my house. So you can imagine, I don't have time to go to my husband. I don't have time to go to my children. I have a home. I don't have time to go to attend to my house as a mother. You always want to be there, and you are guarding your husband and guarding your husband, but you don't even tell me this weekend.
Take off
And go and spend with your family. And that is why I said they are lazy. Because you are finding that for her not to be here a whole day, what will I be doing? But you are forgetting that these people, they are people.
True. They have needs.
They have needs, and especially
they have
a life to live.
Outside
Another thing that is making most employers lose, and I think this one they are losing desperately. You get me from the society. I'm singing in the choir. I'm the chair lady of the church, of women in the church. I'm the treasurer in the church. But now, because I've come in your house, I drop all those things.
To just be a nanny.
To just be in your house. Maybe I'm the one who was keeping money for the women in the church. Okay?
But now you don't even want me to
my
go to
social
church.
life,
it's over.
You want to destroy it. But when you tell me to get out of your house, you don't care where I'll go. I had built myself. My social life is good. You tell me you want. I come with a letter from the chief. Which chief? And you don't want me to go back to the society again.
Wow.
Okay. You want me?
Huge.
You want my pastor's letter before I come to your house.
Yeah.
But then when I come,
You won't let
you
me
will not
to-
let me even a single minute to go to the same church and do other things. Because besides me being a nanny, I have a life to live.
You are a human being who has a whole other life before you came
I have a
in.
whole other life.
Wow.
And you don't want also to get a desperate person. You want somebody who is built spiritually. Because somebody who is built spiritually, even when they come to your house, they will impact your children.
True.
Okay? You don't want somebody who is not known in the society. That is why you are sending me to the chief. You don't want me just to come from the bush. You want to know I have come from somewhere. For the chief to know me, I must be doing
Part of
things
community.
part of the community. This is where the employers are losing.
Wow, that's a very good advice. But so ideally, Lucy, what would you say if I was working as a nanny? How many days off should I get in a week, or hours, for that matters?
For example, we want to talk about live-in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm a live-in.
Yes.
I don't even, because there's some even young girls who get employed. They don't have a family or whatever.
Sure.
But they also have a life. They have friends. They have whatever.
Yeah.
I need to go do my hair. I need to go do my nails.
Sure.
Perhaps I just want to meet my boyfriend because maybe I had a boyfriend before you employed me.
You're right.
But now I'm living in your home. So ideally, how many days should a living in nanny should have off?
We are recommending a day.
A day, at least
a day.
in a week.
At least in a week,
Yeah.
a day.
Yeah.
Because we don't want the scarecrow in the house. We need her to go and make her hair.
Yeah. And
so
even
she
also
need
to
time.
mingle with other people.
And even to be, you know, to be outside the environment of the work.
Yeah.
It's psychologically she'll be well
When she come back.
when she comes back. And like she's just confined in the four corners of your house and she's just there.
Okay.
Maybe like you say, it's a girl, she has a boyfriend. We also don't have, we also want to give her time.
To go meet up with friends.
She can want to go and buy clothes.
True. Her own personal use things.
I think for the nail is a no-go zone because most of them say that you are going to scratch. I thank God because the ones I have been with, they have no issues.
Looking at your nails, it doesn't look like they are nanny nails. They are better than mine, guys. Like that. You know.
Let me tell you,
Yeah.
your nanny represents you. I don't know if you know that.
That is very true.
When your nanny is outside with your children, it is you.
Very true. You can actually tell someone employer is a good employer or not just by the way the nanny looks.
Yeah. So people will be saying, children of so and so, and the nanny is just like, so let your nanny be neat, so that even when she's taking your children to school, she's neat,
Yes.
and people will be seeing something organized.
Yes.
Because when your nanny takes your children to play groups, who is she representing? It's you.
Very true.
So if
She's actually your manager or your PA, literally.
sure, it's
Yeah?
your image. It's your image that she's taking out. So
Wow.
why, if she is neat, she has nice nails, like this was for Lucy. She has a nice hair, a nice dress that is ironed nicely. It's you. She's your ambassador.
100%.
Even in Kenya, when you send ambassadors to other countries, we just don't send anybody.
True.
Just have a good nanny.
It's a very prestigious job.
It's a very
You're
prestigious job.
representing the whole country.
You are now this
You
one is
went there, you are actually recognized as the country.
Sure.
So you are recognized as that home wherever you go.
wherever this nanny is going, be it in the supermarket.
Wow, that is
It is you they are representing.
good advice.
When they go to buy your things, it's you. And again, here we are saying, sometimes employers do wrong. When nannies go to the supermarket, they pick things from the supermarket and they are being ashamed there because they have to wait for you to send the money.
Oh, you cannot even trust them with M-Pesa.
You cannot trust them with money. You know you are sending them to buy things, and you know your list is about, let's say, 10,000. You can't trust them
Why?
with just giving them money. So then the nanny goes to the supermarket, she picks everything. Okay, she's the smart nanny that you are talking about. It's a good nanny like Lucy. But when she goes to the cashier, now everybody should know that
She's
I
the
have
nanny
been
waiting
sent.
for the boss to pay. Wow.
I have been sent. This is also something that is traumatizing nannies. We don't want this If you're trusting me.
If you're trusting me with your children.
Sure.
Might as well trust me with little cash to manage your home.
Sometimes somebody sends you even to pick the groceries. 200 shillings. I have to give a pay bill number. What's wrong with that?
You have to give change of 50 bob.
Of 50 bob. Or even change is not an issue. But why don't you just trust me with some money? True. You send me to go and buy things, and you tell me when you go there and buy, now give me the pay bill. Okay. Maybe there's no network. Maybe when I left you were busy, so I'm calling you. The supermarket is standing still because of your nanny. They cannot do anything else.
That's so true.
Until you send the money.
Wow, that can be frustrating.
So frustrating. This is another thing we are saying, employers, please.
Trust your nanny.
Trust your nannies.
It's a two-way street.
It's a two-way street. Trust me,
and I'll trust you.
Yeah. Some of these little things like shame, maybe you send me to the park, city park, you tell me take the children there, and you tell me when you reach there, now you call me. Now I have gone with the children. I am at the gate. You know it's a place that should be paid. You didn't give me money to pay the place. So when I reach there, we go aside with your children. It's your children that are being frustrated. I'm also being frustrated. Everybody must know these are not her children. She has been sent.
Yeah.
So some nannies don't like this. I'm staying there. You knew when you are sending me that this place needs to be paid. But you're telling me, send me the pay bill. Wow. People are left wondering. Maybe you stay there for hours. There's no network.
I hear you. That is very... So, Lucy, you sound so passionate about this thing. You've worked for years as a nanny. What are you doing, you, as Lucy, to make sure that you are representing all other nannies, that you're changing Kenya as we know? We're not only Kenya, you know, like now, we don't know who's going to be listening to this. It's not just Kenya, even outside Kenya, that you're changing the narrative of this is how we treat our nanny, or as we call them in Kenya, maids. Because I don't think people know the difference. Some people just call nanny maids, and people call maid nanny. People don't even know the difference. But what are you taking? Because you see, I always look at it this way. You are passionate about talking it. You're telling us what we should do and not do. But you, as Lucy, what are you doing in your little way to change this world of nannies where, because this, you've decided, this is my career. Till God call me home or I start something else different. This is where I am at. This is what I'm going to do. And even if I decide to open a business, this is the line I'm going to go into. What are you doing? I would love to hear that part of. Now, how are you solving this?
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
They say that you have to grow a space. You have to grow.
Yes.
I have been nannying for many years.
Yes.
This experience that I have, it's like now I have outgrown. I need to do something else besides nannying. And that is why I came up with an idea of having a company that is called Nani Network.
Nani Network.
Nani Network. Nani Network, we want to have countrywide. Anybody who knows that they are nanny, this is what they have been doing. They have stories to tell. We want to come in one basket as nannies.
Got you.
Because we find in Kenya we have a group for teachers. We have a group for doctors. And I realized, being in this industry, I've never had a network for nannies. So we are looking for countrywide nannies. We come together, we register, we are known by the government. We come together and change the narrative of, we have bad nannies. Change the narrative such that you as an employer, if you're looking for a nanny, there's a basket that you'll come and get this competent nanny. Got you? Yes.
Ah.
Yeah.
So where would somebody, if so today, looking at that camera, today I have listened to this video. I'm a nanny and I want to, I'm like, wow, finally something that I can learn. I can be among the same-minded kind of people. Or also I'm looking for a job. Maybe this is a place I can actually go to find out where do I get employer. You know, I don't know whether you'll be offering those services.
Okay, so we have come up with a network that is called Nani Network, whereby we want all nannies to register. so that number one, we can be known by the government that this is what we do. And again, this is where somebody can come and get a competent nanny, somebody who has been seen, somebody who has gone to school, or maybe they have the passion and they know exactly what they are doing in this industry of nannying. If you want to get in touch with me, I am on TikTok, Lucy, LUCIEE 710. You can get me there. I'm talking about everything that I've said here in an elaborate way. I'm also on YouTube, Lucy Wananis. I'm calling myself Lucy Wananis. We can also talk there. I'm also on YouTube, Lucy Kuria. I forgot to say that I'm also a gospel artist.
Wow.
Yeah,
you sing?
Yeah, I do sing gospel songs, and my YouTube channel is Teacher, which is TR Lucy K Music. You can go there and see my music. You can like and subscribe to my channels, follow me, and I'll be very happy to talk to you. If you want a good nanny like the one I'm talking about here, you can just holler me and then we can get in touch. If you want to contact me, my number is 0724 358876. We also would want those nannies that have gone through trauma and such kind of things. You can contact us and we can know what we can do.
All right, good people, this has been a very good show. I've learned a lot. My kids are no longer little babies, so I don't need nanny, but my firstborn has a child, so I'm a grandmother, and so she needs a nanny. And so we've learned a lot today, how to be good employers, how to treat our nanny, and how also the nannies should communicate with their bosses. I hope this has been helpful, because for me, I've gotten some good nuggets. I hope it has helped you, and she's given you her details. In case you want to learn more about this, you can always contact her. But let us remember this. I've said this before on this channel. Respect everybody hustle. Respect everybody job, because we all need each other. Even that person who cleans toilets that you go to use when you go to public places, it's a job. Just because you wear a nice suit and you smell good doesn't mean you're more important than the person who serves you tea when you go in a restaurant, than your nanny who you are actually living your nanny with something that you treasure more than anything else in this world, your children. So let's learn to love each other. Let's respect each other. When we do that, we make this world a better place. You're not better than me just because you drive a bigger car than me. You're not better than me just because your area code where you live you think it's an expensive area code than mine. No, God just favored you. You are there before me. You do not know what God will do tomorrow, and perhaps you find yourself behind me and me, I'm ahead of you, because in this world we live by grace of God. He's the one who decides when to take us from one glory to the next. Grace to grace to grace, I like to say. Glory to glory to glory. Today I am here, tomorrow I am there. You do not know with this world. And today you have, tomorrow something happened, you're broke. Tomorrow something happened, that business that you were doing, it fall apart. Or you get sick, and now maybe your business is you. And now you are sick, you can't do it anymore, and now you don't have money. And now the same person you disrespected, you need them to come now take care of you. Trust me when I tell you this. We are all in this world for a purpose. And my purpose might be just to be a nanny. That's the reason why God brought me in this world. Love me, respect me, I will love you and respect you. All of us need each other in this world. You cannot leave this world by yourself. You cannot, and I repeat, you cannot. We need each other to make this world a better place. So remember, every Tuesday we drop a new video, and also at Timeless Medical Spa, who is our sponsor today. We treat your skin. Please, their number is there. Call them, visit them at they're called Timeless Medical Spa, Lavington Mall 6th floor. Before we love this thing, we must hear Lucy's voice. She said she has a song. She's a gospel singer. So Lucy, take us out of this segment of today with your song.
I have song in my mother tongue, which is Kikuyu. I'll sing a song that people love so much. It is talking about the pace of God. Because when you walk with the pace of God, your things move in a smooth way.
Yes.
Gai waigire ati nduyoaga ona nduceragirwo we niwe nigwenda maundu maku mothe ni magiriru na mokaga indira jagiriru ni pesi yaku Ngai nio nigwenda pesi yaku Ngai nio nigwenda.
Till next time, I love you, God love you more.
Timeless medical spa.